everybody, Legend for Life here, bringing you guys the newest info on Feed Jump. So guys, we're going to go over these. There's a lot of cool stuff that's been announced. First and foremost, about the starter deck. The new starter deck of Ophelia and Performa Pals. It's very Performa Pal focused. This guy right here, that's the Hand Magician. He is the boss monster of the starter deck. I didn't talk about him when I revealed him because I didn't really think it was necessary. But he's not bad at all. He's a level 7, which of course helps out with Performa Pals and what they do. And this new starter deck seems to be really focused on non-pendulum Performa Pals. It's kind of weird how they're doing this now, since the deck has definitely become more focused on pendulums. Now, for those who don't know what Sleight Hand does, is you can you can special summon him by tributing a non-pendulum Performa Pal you control, and it's not once per turn. You can discard a card from your hand, pop a face-up card your opponent controls. That's not a once per turn effect, and it's just really good. He has 2,500 attack. It's not that bad at all. Anyway, so yeah, that's just my little thoughts on Sleight Hand Magician. So now the new cards have been announced today, I believe. So first and foremost, Performa Pal Swinging Cobra, level 4 Earth Reptile Pendulum Effect Monster, attack 300, defense of 18, and a scale of 2. Not bad stats. Well, okay, I kind of wish the stats were switched, but it's obvious that it's not really focused on it. Now, Pendulum Effect. Once per turn, when a monster, wow, this is worded weird. When your monster inflicts damage to your opponent, you can send the top card of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Not bad. It allows you to kind of mill off your opponent's stuff. Not bad at all, really, honestly. His monster effect is this card can attack directly, and if it attacks, he switches to defense position when the battle phase ends. So he can attack for 300 damage, and he switches to defense. It's not bad. I just wish he had more attack points, really, honestly. And this guy is pretty good, honestly, in my opinion. Performa Pal King Bear, level 6, scale 7, Earth Beast Warrior effect, Pendulum effect monster, attack 2,200, defense 1,000. Pendulum effect during the end phase. If this card was activated during this turn, you can destroy this card, and if you do, add one face-up Pendulum monster or one monster in your graveyard that is level 7 or higher to your hand. So, if this is worded correctly, that I believe, you can pop him, add one face-up Pendulum monster, and sorry, you have to. Oh wait, no, you don't have to. I thought whenever I first read this, it was mandatory, but I guess they changed it around. You can pop him, add a face-up Pendulum monster, or a monster in your graveyard that is level 7 or higher to your hand. Now, if this is just any face-up Pendulum monster, and it doesn't have to be level 7 or higher, I believe it does. That's still not that bad. I mean, I can't really think of any that you really, really want. I wish it was just any face-up Pendulum monster so you can get Skullgirbat back, but oh well. So, monster effect. This attack resistant card cannot be destroyed by spell or trap effects. That is really good. He basically does not have to worry about Mirror Force. He can't be Bottomless. He can't be Torrential. It's really, really good. He cannot be destroyed by any spell or trap effects. And that is just really awesome. He's got 2,200 attacks, so you can't Dark Hole him. You can't touch him with Destruction spell and traps, which I think is really good. I know there's not many Destruction spell and traps played anymore, but hey, at least your opponent can't Regeki you and then attack directly with Farm Girl. Now then, during your battle phase, this card gains 100 attack for each Performa Pal card you control. That goes for all Performa Pal cards. Monster spell, trap, pendulums, everything. That is not that bad at all. I kind of wish it was just a blanket, always get 100 more attack, because that'd let him stay on the field for a bit longer. He's only got 2,200 attack. But that can, counting himself, that makes him 2,300, which is not too bad for a level 6, really, to be honest. So, Performa Pal Showdown. Normal trap card, target face-up monsters your opponent controls up to the number of face-up spell cards you control. Change those monsters to face-down defense. So basically, you can target 2 monsters on average, considering you're probably going to activate this when you have your Pendulum Zones out, and just switch them to defense. Now, if you have like a field spell or anything else out, and Performa Pals do have a few continuous spells and stuff, it's not that bad. You can flip everything your opponent controls to face down defense and just kind of deal with it that way. And this guy's not bad at all. Performa Pal Long Phone Bull. Sorry if I sound a bit congested, by the way. I have a stuffy nose. I'm a slight cold. Now, non-vulnerable. Level 4 Earth Beast type effect monster, 1600 attack, 1200 defense. You can only activate the effect of him once per turn. If you special summon this card, you can add one non-pendulum perform power monster from your deck to your hand. So once per turn, if he is special summoned, you get to add any non-pendulum perform power from your deck to your hand. He can even search himself, which I don't know why you would, but it's just something he can do. Now, the only issue with this is that in the mainstream perform power Odd Eyes Magician deck, not many Performance Powers are played, and none of them are non-pendulums. But, however, this is still pretty good. Performance Powers already have ways to search out their pendulum monsters with Salad Tiger and stuff. This guy allows you to get out your non-pendulums. And also, generally speaking, when you're going to special summon him, you're going to be pendulum summoning him. But, however, like, you can even get that effect if you call it a Haunted him or use any other thing to special summon him, which is pretty good. It doesn't matter how he special summon, you get that effect, which is really, really good. Not a Performance Power Seesaw Hopper. Look at that thing, he's so cute. Level 4 Earth Insect type effect monster, attack 100, defense 1200. This guy's not that bad in all honesty. By the way, these are all in a structure deck. So, once per turn, if this card is special summoned, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, not bad, kind of. During your opponent's end phase, you can target one level 3 or lower Performance Power monster in your graveyard, send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, add that card to your hand. Not that bad. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send a Performance Power monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon this card from the graveyard. Again, not that bad. I really wish he just could not be destroyed by battle. That'd be a lot better than just being once per turn. He can't be destroyed in battle because, generally speaking, your opponent's going to have a board of monsters, and he's only going to survive one attack. But still, he's not that bad. There's not many level 3 Performance Power monsters that you'd want to get back from graveyard unless, like, Blizzard Draw hit the grave or something. But he's really not all that bad. And there are a few Performance Powers that do want to be in the graveyard, like Spring Goose, which is not really all that bad of a monster, and Thunder Rhino, which is an amazing monster, by the way, for Performance Powers, Thunder Rhino. So he's really not that bad, just being able to get stuff in the graveyard and get stuff out of the graveyard. These things, they're adorable. Performance Power Peric Horus. So basically, Parakeet Chorus, singing parakeets. So level 3 Wing Beast type pendulum effect monsters, attack and defense 500 each, and pendulum scale of 2. Once per turn, if there is a Performance Power card, Magician card, or Odd Eyes card in your other pendulum zone other than itself, you can make this card's pendulum scale become 7 until the end of the turn. That is really not all that bad. So let's say you open up this thing and you open, I don't know, I'm trying to find another pendulum, and you open Swing Cobra, and those guys are your only pendulum monsters. You have a crap ton of other Performance Powers, but they're all the same scale. That just allows you to unbrick, really. It's not that bad at all, in my personal opinion. Now then, monster effect. If this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon a non-pendulum Performance Power monster from your deck. Again, not bad. This is a really good card. Just being able to unbrick your hand if you draw multiple scales of the same thing. And also, you know, it can do it if there's a Performance Power Magician or Odd Eyes card, and all those 3 archetypes work together. Not to mention, if it's destroyed by battle, you can summon out any non-pendulum Performance Power monster from your deck. Generally speaking, you're going to want to bring out Long Phone Bull so you get a search, but you can also bring out Salad Tiger and Whip Snake or Thunder Rhino, and there's so many non-pendulum Performance Powers that you can bring out, and it doesn't have a level cap or anything, so you can even bring out Slyhand Magician, who is a normal, effect monster, not a pendulum. Performance Power Carpet Momonga. I swear, all these are like adorable. Well, most of these. Pendulum effect. If there is if there's no card in your other pendulum zone, destroy this card. Pendulum effect number 2. Half the battle damage you receive. That is amazing. Just being able to half all battle damage. What? Okay, so that just means that your opponent's going to have to put even more effort into decaying you. That is really, really, really good. Now, my only real issue with that pendulum effect is that if your opponent MSTs the other scale, this thing goes along with it, that's very, very annoying. Monster effect. If this card is put face up, you can target a set card on the field, destroy the target. If this card is special summon, you can switch this card to face down defense. It's enough. His monster effect isn't all that special compared to his pendulum effect. Time User and Stargazer are getting reprinted in the starter deck. And then we got some news on Gold Pack down here. For some reason, Shining Flare Wingman's being reprinted. Okay, Pendulum, Odd Eyes is being reprinted, Utopia is being reprinted, and so is Stardust. I think Dark Magician's also getting reprinted in this, so like everybody's boss monster, or at least first boss monster in Jaden's case, are being reprinted. Now, my big question with this is, why is Shining Flare Wingman being reprinted? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it, okay? I love the old heroes, but this is just so random. I hope that this is like possibly hinting at possibly more hero stuff later on that supports the older hero archetypes, and for some reason the rest of the page is nothing but ads. Okay, on to the next one, the Dark Illusion. So this is the set after Shining Victories. I'm hoping that Star Venom is going to be the cover card of this set. If not, I would be very, 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 very surprised, but Star Venom should be in this set, and he should be the cover. So, Dark Illusion comes out April 9th for Japan, so we're going to be getting more info about it over the course of the next few months, possibly even weeks. So, first card that we got announced, by the way, there is a whole archetype of Dark Magician. This is honestly not surprising. I'm very happy that they're doing this, because now all the new stuff, because now basically all of the original generations, like iconic monsters, have their own little archetypes, which is really awesome. So, Ebon Void Magician, rank 7 Dark Spellcaster type effect monster. Don't know why they have it as a level for some reason there. Attack 2300, defense 2800. Kind of wish those stats were switched, but oh well. 2 level 7 Spellcaster type monsters. If this card has Exceeds material, you can activate quick play spell cards or trap cards from your hand during your opponent's turn. If you activate a card this way, detach 1 Exceeds material from this card. That is amazing! Just being able to turn all your traps, all your quick play spells into hand traps. That is really, really, really good. It's only during your opponent's turn, so you can have a Solemn Strike in your hand, your opponent tries to go and do something, you say no. Detach Exceeds material. Not that bad. Now, if this card was Exceed summoned and it is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect or destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon a Dark Spellcaster type monster from your hand or deck, then you can destroy 1 card on the field. Not that bad. It basically, he just replaces himself. Generally speaking, you're probably going to bring out Dark Magician. Now then, Magician of Black Illusion. Kind of interesting look of Dark Magician. I mean, you can kind of see him. So, level 7, Dark Spellcaster, effect monster, attack 2100, defense 2500. Those are literally just Dark Magician stats switched. Now then, you can only use the 1 and 3 effects of Magician of Black Illusion once per turn. If you activate a spell or trap card during your opponent's turn, you can spell summon this card from your hand. This card is treated as Dark Magician while on a monster zone. Once while this card is on the field, if you activate a spell or trap card effect, you can target 1 Dark Magician in your graveyard, special summon that card. He's not bad. I wish his stats were switched, but oh well, what are you going to do? I also wish he counted as Dark Magician while in the graveyard, because I get why he's treated as Dark Magician while on the field. It allows you to use stuff like Files and Knives and everything without having to have Dark Magician out on field. But, however, I wish he was, you can't reborn him with that 1 trap card, I forgot what it's called. It's a continuous trap card, special summon Dark Magician from a hand or grave. I cannot remember for life of me what it's called right now. I think it's like Eternal Soul. You can't bring him back with that. You can't bring one of these guys back off of themselves. It's kind of annoying, but hey, just being able to bring out a Dark Magician whenever you activate a spell or a trap card from your graveyard is really, really nice, and that makes an instant Exceeds play. Magician's Robes, level 2 Dark Spellcaster type effect monster, 700 attack, 2000 defense, not bad for level 2. You can only use the 1 and 2 effects of Magician Robes once per turn. Each during your opponent's turn, you can discard a spell card, spell or trap card, spell summon 1 Dark Magician from your deck. If you activate a spell or trap card or spell or trap effect during your opponent's turn while this card is in the graveyard, you can spell summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it if it leaves the field. Not a bad card. One of the things I really like about these new stuff is that they really focus on using spell and trap cards and doing it during your opponent's turn. And this is how a spellcaster should be, in my personal opinion. I mean, for the longest time, spellcasters really didn't have very much interaction with spells or traps even. I mean, spellbooks were really the only spellcaster archetype that really utilized spells quite a lot, and there's not many that do it. It kind of sucks. Magician's Rod. That's just setting up a joke for somebody with a 32-year-old mind. Then again, I'm the one who thought about that. Anyways, level 3 Dark Spellcaster type effect monster, 1600 attack, 100 defense. Not a bad stat-wise for a level 3. You can only use the 1 and 2 effect of it once per turn. If this card is normal summon, you can add 1 spell trap card with Dark Magician in its text from your deck to your hand. Not that bad at all. Just thinking it starts out like Eternal Soul, Dark Illusion, I think is what it's called. I can't remember. I know there's like a trap. No, I don't think it has Dark Magician in the name. But there's a whole bunch of spells and traps that have Dark Magician in the text, and then there's also quite a few that are coming out in this set, which is very cool. If you activate a spell or trap card or spell or trap effect during your opponent's turn while this card is in your graveyard, you contribute a spellcaster type monster, add this card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's a recurring searcher. That is really good. I like that a lot. Now then, Dark Magic Circle. This appears on a lot of Chaos Monsters artworks, and it's most prominently seen in like Dark Magician. I know you can also see it in like Dark Magician's anniversary artwork, or sorry, movie artwork for the new movie. This card is pretty cool. Continuous spell card. You only use the 1 and 2 effects of Dark Magic Circle once per turn each. When this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and if there are any spell or trap cards that have Dark Magician in its card text. That was my ringtone, and it scared me. Anyway, so look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and if there are... I am keeping through this since we're 20 minutes in. Anyways, redoing. When this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and if there are any spell trap cards that have either Dark Magician in its card text or Dark Magician among those cards, you can reveal one of them and add it to your hand. Return the other cards to the top of your deck in any order. Not a bad effect at all, really. It just allows you to thin your deck a bit more and kind of stack your deck. So, if Dark Magician is normal or spell summon to your side of the field, you can target a card your opponent controls and banish it. That is so stupid. And you can do that during either pair's turns. So, oh, hey, called a haunted back Dark Magician. Hey, there you go. Goodbye. Any card you want to get rid of. Like, oh, your opponent just tried to go into 101 to absorb your dude up there. Oh, hey, well, I'm just going to Eternal Soul my Dark Magician back and banish it before you get a chance to use it. So, Illusion Magic. This card's okay. Okay. Quick play spell card, tribute 1 Dark Spellcaster type monster you control, add up to 2 Dark Magicians from your deck or graveyard to your hand. It's okay. It's just a way to get Dark Magician to your hand. And thinking about it, there's not really many ways to get Dark Magician to your hand, so it's nice that we finally have a way to get them to our hand. Now then, Magicians Navigate. This card is broken. That's my personal opinion on it. I'm just going to say that right now. So, spell summon a Dark Magician from your hand, then spell summon a level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck. Okay, so Dark Magician comes out from your hand, and then any level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck comes out. And there's no cost. It's not even once per turn. This is limited to how many times you have a Dark Magician in your hand. That is so incredibly stupid. Like, you just get 2 free monsters. The only issue with it is that you gotta have a Dark Magician in hand. And that is just so good. Speeds the deck up a lot, allows you to get out Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, or any combination of Dark Magician and any Spellcaster type monster. Really good. Now then, it also has an engrave effect. So, if you control a Dark Magician, Except a turn, this card is sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up spell trap card your opponent controls, and gain its effects until the end of the turn. Now, if I'm correct, this should be a quick effect. And that means that you can do this during your opponent's turn, or if your opponent, or like in chain to anything that's not a counter trap, or a spell speed 3 quick play, or spell speed 4, I guess is what it would be called. Basically, what this does is your opponent tries torrential. Okay, banish this from the graveyard, negate torrential. This is a really good card. There's no downsides to this whatsoever. So now we got these guys, the biker archetype. People are calling them Ignite 2.0. I disagree. They have a similar playstyle to Ignites, but they're not exactly the same. And it's quite different. So they're a biker archetype. I remember Mega Capital G really wanted a biker archetype. He made a video a long friggin' time ago of top 10 decks I want to see printed, and hey, here we go. And I think number 3 was biker archetype, and hey, look at this, a biker archetype. So they're all normal pendulum monsters with a scale of 1 or 8, and they all have the same pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can target a face-up card you control, accept this card, destroy that card, and if you do, set one Metalphosis spell trap card from your deck. By the way, they're called Metalphosis. I should have probably said that. So first we have Gold Driver. He's level 4, 19 by 500. Then we have Steelrin. He's level 2, 0 by 2100. Not bad. Scale of 8. Then we have Fall Flame, level 7, Fire, Psychic. Yeah, same thing. Oh, by the way, yeah. They're all fire, psychic, pendulum, not effect monsters. This guy seems to be the strongest right now in the main deck. He is 2400 attack by 2000, skill of 8. And actually, I think that's a girl that's driving it. I can't tell. And also, that is not a motorbike. These guys are riding motorbikes. Well, he's got an ATV. That's a motorbike. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. It looks like a tank. But anyways. Now, they're a fusion archetype, which I find this to be incredibly interesting since we have not had a dedicated fusion pendulum deck yet, and that is very, very interesting and very, very cool. And now then, first up is Metalphosis or a Hulk. Level 8, Fire Psychic type fusion effect monster, 2800 attack, 2200 defense, needs 2 Metalphosis monsters, so it doesn't matter what. If a Metalphosis monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. Not that bad at all. He turns you guys into piercers, which is very nice. All of them except for Steelrin have pretty decent attack power for their levels and stuff. And he's 2800 by himself, so he's a piercer. He's going to be beating over a lot of stuff. Now then, he also punishes your opponent for killing it. You just get to destroy any card on the field if he has destroyed himself, which is very, very, very nice. Next up is Metalphosis Cardinal. I think this guy is supposed to be the boss monster. But however, he does not have an effect. He's not an effect monster at all, which means your opponent can't Fiendish Strain him, which is awesome. So, he's a level 9 Fire Psychic Fusion. 3000 attack, 3000 defense, 1 Metalphosis monster plus 2 monsters with 3000 or less attack. That seems to be the entire archetype so far. So that is very nice. That uses a 3k by 3k attacker and defender. And hey, with this guy out, if you get both of these guys out, he becomes a piercer as well. So that is pretty stupid, just paying 3000. I don't like how he needs 3 monsters though. But however, he's generic. All you need is Metalphosis monster plus any 2 monsters with less than 3000 attack, which is very, very nice. Then we have the fusion spell. Can I just say I love this artwork? It just is so cool looking and beautiful. So next up, Metalphosis Fusion. You can only use the second of it once per turn. It's basically polymerization. But you can always summon Metalphosis monsters. There's nothing special about it whenever you're actually activating it. But what makes it special, and why you'd want to play this over polymerization other than, it being a Metalphosis spell card, which you can just set thanks to other pendulum effects, is the second effect right here. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card into your deck and then draw 1 card. There's no cost. You can only do it once per turn, but It's just is really stupid. You just can put it back in your deck, draw a card, and then, oh hey, put it back on, and then you can just grab it again by popping a face-up card with any of their effects, and hey, look at that, I get to do another fusion summon. And they basically took the idea of what they were trying to do with Gishki Aqua Mirror and made it even better, because this card doesn't say, oh, shuffle a fusion back into the deck and then shuffle this back into the deck or anything. No, it just shuffle back into the deck, draw a card. That is really, really nice, and kind of gives the deck a little draw engine. Kind of not really. I like this card a lot. It's a really good fusion spell. Not much more to talk about. So, some movie pack leaks. Sadly, we don't have any effects on any of these, but holy crap, a new version of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I called this, okay? I can't remember if I said it on video, but I remember saying, whenever we saw Blue Eyes Twin Burst, that we were probably going to get, if not guaranteed to get, a remake of the original of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And sure enough, we do. We don't know anything about what its effect is. I mean, you can kind of, I don't know, you can, dang it, you can't even see any text. I kind of was hoping you could, but no, I mean, I thought I did, but that's just the markings. So, he's called Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. We don't know anything about its effect or summoning conditions. I'm going to call it right now that it needs 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, and it probably can be summoned by Contact Fusion like Blue Eyes Twin Burst. This card has a shocking effect. I can decide to duel in 1 turn. That's all we know. That's what this little caption says here. So, something about it is that it's supposed to be able to just decide to duel in 1 turn. I don't know if that's going to be true or not. I don't know what this thing's effect is going to be. It better be good. I love the artwork of this. The only complaint I have is, what is up with these feet? Look at those. Like, what the heck? That just looks uncomfortable. And then let's see here. We have Giant Century of Stone. Let's get a better look at this. I haven't. Oh, it's really hard to tell, but it's a friggin' Giant Soldier of Stone with 2,000. Wow, it's just a remake of Giant Soldier of Stone. That's awesome. It adds new strategies for rock type decks. Okay. Marsh Macaron. I don't know why, but that makes me think of this one really very, very, very annoying. What is it called? It's like a song, but not really. I just remember seeing it on Little Big Planet. Anyway, so it's a little macaron, Marshmallow, but however, I can almost guarantee you it's going to have the exact same effect as Marshmallow, but probably like it can't be destroyed by card effects or something. And then we got the new archetype that the main antagonist of the movie plays. And that is the Hokai Beasts. These things look very, very interesting. I was kind of worried that we weren't going to get them just yet, but one little thing about these guys is that all of them have 0 attack and 0 defense. I don't know what these things do, but they all have 0 attack and 0 defense, and they're supposed to be just mean from what like they're hinting at in the in V-Jump and everything. And I don't know what these guys are going to do, but I can't wait to see it. This guy is apparently the heart and soul of the deck. Like, he is required for the deck to play functionally. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, Hokai Spawn Wijum. Then there's Hokai Beast Dark Gynex, Hokai Beast Blade Garudia, Hokai Beast Gandio, which kind of looks like, where is he? He kind of looks like, Castle of Dark Illusions without the ring. I can't be the only one who kind of thinks that. And then the boss monster Hokai Super Beast and Doria Deathbolt. I hope to God these things have some really good spell and trap effect, like spell and trap cards. I don't know what I can't wait to see what Konami is going to do with these things, because this guy's supposed to be the heart and soul of the deck, and that's about all we know about the deck. Other than that, they have 0 attack and 0 defense. They have a bunch of different attributes, which is actually something I just noticed. And we don't know what their effects are. I wish V-Jump would have told us. I want to know what these things do. But all we really do know is that they're powerful monsters of 0 attack and defense that can't lose in battle. So I'm going to guess they cannot be destroyed in battle. That probably goes for all of them. Wijum apparently increases the levels of other Hokai who gain effects as they gain levels. So, basically, these guys get more effects as they get higher in level. That is a very, very interesting playstyle. I know people are saying that Konami's running out of ideas, but this is very, very interesting. I can't wait to see what they do. It's going to be very, very interesting. Large Arm is the key of the deck. Yeah, he increases on their levels. These guys get more effects as their levels go up. I can't wait to see what they do. I can't wait to see what kind of spell trap support they're going to get, if they get any. Antagonist decks tend to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Undersupported. Okay, I mean, look at Malefics. They haven't gotten anything in forever. Toons were undersupported for a very, very long time. Heraldic Beasts are pretty unsupported. I could go on with just about every single antagonist deck. They're all unsupported. And if this is all we get for this deck, I don't care what they do, like, or what their spell and trap, if they get any spell and traps. I hope they have at least one spell and one trap. I'm going to be playing it because this deck looks so interesting. And what is it called? That one trap card, that Spirit Barrier. It makes it to where you don't take any battle damage so long as you control a monster. That's going to be necessary unless these guys don't take, like, you don't take battle damage from battles involving them, which I kind of doubt. Anyways, just some random news about the games, the new rulebook, stuff like that. And hey, look at this! The first volume of Art Fee's manga promo card is Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. I don't know if any of you guys have been keeping up with the manga. I haven't really been able to, but I've been kind of reading up a little bit about it. It's very, 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 very different from Art Fee the anime, and I want to talk about it, but I want to read it first. And this is like Yu-Gi-Oh's boss monster in the manga. It's Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. It's basically just a different version of Odd Eyes. I hope somebody can like translate what we can read here. 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. He's the first manga promo for Art Fee. And then next month's feature promo is Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. God dang it, Chrissy Mosaic. What's the word I'm looking for? Censorship? Anyways, 1,200 attack, 2,400 defense, scale of 1. I can't wait to see what this thing does. I don't know what he does in the manga. Again, I haven't read the manga. I haven't looked at either of these things in the manga, other than like the pictures are. I remember reading their effects, but I can't remember what they were. And, oh my god, I can't wait to see what these things do. I hope they're useful in Odd Eyes Magicians. And then, some quick little news about the next pair of Structure decks. Yes, pair. We're getting Structure X Yugi and Kaiba. Please, Konami, make these Structure Deck boxes look like the originals from whenever I was a kid. I remember going to Target, Toys R Us, Walmart, wherever, and getting the original Structure Deck Yugi and Kaiba, getting the original Structure Deck Pegasus and Joey, and all those other things. And I wanna. Oh my god, it's just so much nostalgia. Please, Konami, make these Structure decks look like the old ones, you know, like how the boxes used to be designed and everything. That'd be really cool. All we know is that they are pre-constructed decks based off of their decks, probably from the movie, if I had to take a guess, with 45 cards, so probably 40 cards in the main deck and 5 cards in the extra. I would prefer that to be the case, but considering neither Yugi or Kaiba played much of an extra deck, I don't know. It's going to be awesome, if just for the simple fact that it's nostalgia. So guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about my phone going off in the midway through, but I don't have very much time today to do videos, and I've been sick for the past few days, so I'm going to stick through it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think about these new things. I can't wait to learn more about the yokai. I mean, Hokai. I'm probably more hyped for those things than I am about the Dark Magician or the new Blue Eyes or the, no. Nothing can hype me more than the new Blue Eyes. But, like, all this new stuff is just really awesome. I swear, it's like every time V-Jump leaks, it's like a mini Christmas. So, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys later. Peace out.